Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So today I thought we'd take a closer look at this Case Sodbuster. I've just gotten this a few days ago, so this is not a review. It's an overview and some of my first impressions on it. But yeah, got a Case Sodbuster in Chrome Vanadium. I've been trying to buy a case with Chrome Vanadium, and they keep coming to me in carbon steel, even though the listings everywhere said Chrome Vanadium CV. My understanding is Case is doing away with the CV and they're going to a carbon steel, and it looks like this carbon steel CS. So it's hard to find these. Like I said, the listing might say Chrome Vanadium, but when you get it, it might be carbon steel. I really don't care, but I really wanted a knife in the Chrome Vanadium, and I finally got one in this. And here's the label on the box: Yellow Synthetic Smooth Sodbuster 3138CV. This was made 10/10/22. So I think starting just a little while back after this was made, you're going to be getting carbon steel in that Chrome Vanadium. But yeah, like I said, I just got this a few days ago. So, go over the fit and finish. The handles are really nice. I like the smooth synthetic handles. Yellow's a classic color. That's why I got it. Handles are kind of flat, but they're chamfered along the top and along the bottom here. Really comfortable. The transitions, from the handle to the pivot is smooth. The pins are smooth, and particularly this one, I don't know if you can see, that is right on the radius of the chamfer here, and that is done very nicely. Same thing for this side. Nothing wrong with it. Handles are nice. Gaps on the back spring and stuff. There is a gap on this one that runs all the way up between the brass liner and the back spring, and it's more noticeable back here on the butt. But I can deal with that. That's all right. I'm not going to worry about that at all. Blade centering on this one is way off. It's off to my right, your right here. It doesn't hit, doesn't rub, so it's just missing. Most knives that would irritate the hell out of me, but there's not much you can do with this being a pin pivot, and I'm not going to worry about it. This is a user. I'm going to use it, as hard as I can use the slip joint and beat it up. But that's why I bought it for, is to be a user. Yeah. So overall, fit and finish could be a lot better. Centering could be better. That gap could not be there or be so much down here. Doesn't affect anything. It works like a knife, like it should. Pull on this. Pull is actually pretty good. It's got good snap, as you can see. I'd give the pull, I don't know, 5.5, maybe 6. Not bad at all. Like I said, good spring, good snap. Snaps really nice to the open position. It's got a pretty heavy spring. I mean, I'm putting quite a bit into it to move the blade. But yeah, not bad walk and talk. There's no half stop on this. Snaps closed. Snaps open. Pretty nice. I did not say the length of the handle is 4 and 5/8 of an inch. You can see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5/8. Come down here, you can definitely see that. 4 and 5/8. Let's check this blade out. Get up here. It says Case XX. You got the dots for dating. You got 4 dots on top, 5 on bottom. You can look that up if you want. I haven't. The box says made in 2022. This side says USA 3138 CV. Let me wipe the blade. It's a fingerprint magnet, but it's not a polished blade. It's kind of a tumble wash, a very light stone wash. I'm not sure how they do it. But yeah, still shows fingerprints and stuff. Now, nail nick works pretty good. Get your nail in here, but there's enough blade right here. I just pinch and open it. Decent sharpening choil. It's missing the plunge grind, so I get quite a few sharpenings out of this pretty easily. It is a flat grind. Not the super slicey knife as you'd think it would be, but it's pretty good. Now, when I got this, there was one heck of a burr on this side. I can still feel it in places. I worked on it. I ran it on a ceramic rod. I stropped it. I got rid of some of that burr, but it's still, I can still catch my nail right there on it. So I'm gonna use it. You know, hopefully I knock it off. But when it's due for sharpening and I sharpen it, I'll definitely get rid of that burr. But slice is pretty good. This is index card. So yeah, slice is better than it did originally. So yeah, I worked on the edge just a little bit. I oiled up the pivot. I cleaned out any gunk in there, which could be wiped out again. Yeah. So the edge didn't look bad. The grinds were even. I worked on it so much on this one side that might be off a little bit now. But the CV blade, you know, it's carbon steel. It's gonna take on patina. It will rust if you don't take care of it. And I don't know if you can see, it's already taking on some patina. Like here, out, it's darker than the rest of it on both sides. That's because I cut up a steak with it, and that must be just how much of the knife I used, how much of the blade. But yeah, it's pardon me, it's taking on a good patina. Yeah, back to the blade, dimensions of the blade. It's about 3.6 inches overall from the handle to the tip. Cutting edge is about 3.23. Blade stock is back here on the tang, what's full thickness, 0.10. Up in the middle, right about the middle of the nail nick, it is 0.08. So like I said, it's a pretty good slicer. It's not as slicey as I thought it would be, but pretty dang good. Got a decent tip on the end. It's not too awful dainty, so good working tip. Handle, like we said, closed. It's 4.58 4 5/8 of an inch. Thickness of it, 0.52, a little over half an inch thick. Width right here in the middle, you can see it's kind of bigger here, gets skinnier, thickens up here. Right here in the middle is about 0.70. Obviously, pretty straight handle, pretty comfortable in hand. You have like no finger guard, but you have lots of room here. So it's a slip joint. You have to be careful, potential for it to close up on you, potential if you're pushing to close up or you slide up. So, using a slip joint is a lot different than using a locking folding knife. But, yeah, the weight of this isn't bad. You got a 3 something blade, 1, 2, 3, 3.6, from handle to tip. And this thing only weighs 3.3 ounces. Not bad. Brass liners, everything. 3.3 ounces or 93 grams. I think it's pretty lightweight. Yeah, so, just a few size comparisons of similar sized knives. Bring out one of my trusty carries. These 3, I carry quite a bit. How about the Benchmade 940 Osborne? The full size. You can see the Sodbuster is bigger than 940. And some people call a 940 a large knife. I call it perfect. I really like it. But yeah, 940. How about the Spyderco PM2? You can see the Sodbuster is just a little bit longer, in the blade for sure. Cutting edges, yeah, you get more with definitely get more with the Sodbuster. And what about the Ontario Rat Model 1? Okay, so the Rat 1 is good, little bit longer than the Sodbuster. You can see longer, wow, it's lining the ends of the handle up. Blade length's about the same. Handle's longer. But yeah, overall length, the Rat Model 1 is longer. Yeah, so like I said, it's pretty new to me. I've only carried it a few times, and how I've carried it, this makes a pretty good back pocket knife. I've done that. Just put it down, in my back pocket, pull it out, works good. I have thrown it in my front pocket for a short period of time. I don't like that so much, but most of the time I've been carrying it inside this little leather sheath, and it fits perfect in here. And this, I show this sheath all the time. This is one of those kits you can buy from a hobby store. It's all pre-cut. The holes are all pre-punched. You just dye it whatever color you want, stitch it together, and you got a sheath. So that fits in there perfect. And I've been carrying it that way. And the whole package here is pretty light. You forget this thing's on your belt. Nice 3.3 ounces. The whole thing comes out to 130 grams or 4.6 ounces. Not bad. It's a heck of a lot lighter than carrying a buck 110 in the sheath on your belt, for sure. But yeah, I guess that'll do it. Just a closer look at it. Like I said, it's not a review. An overview, first impressions. First impressions, I'm digging it. I like using this. Taking on a good patina. Can't wait to see how that turns out. I may force the rest of it, you know, because the patina will protect it from rusting somewhat. But yeah, I didn't put any oil on the blade yet. And yeah, it's getting a little, it's got a spot right here, right above that third dot. Yeah. Maybe I'll just let it go naturally as I use it, see how it comes out. Bought it as a user, it's not a safe clean or anything. But yeah, I'm digging it. Yeah, guess that'll do it for this knife for now. You know, after I use it a lot, carry it and use it a lot more, I'll come back and do a full review. But as of right now, there's only a few minor things. Centering is not great. There's a gap up through here, which doesn't bother me. Centering bothers me a little bit more, but it's not rubbing. I just don't like the looks. Yeah. If my Benchmade was that far off, I'd be working on it, trying to fix it, but I don't know how to fix blade centering on a knife like this. But yeah, be on the lookout for a couple more videos on this, and do the usual like, comment, subscribe, and I guess till the next video, bye.